Korea, where thousands of teachers are going on strike and attending a mass rally to honour colleagues who have taken their own lives. School staff are demanding better protection against bullying by the parents of pupils after a young teacher died by suicide in July. Well, let's go live now to Seoul, where our correspondent Jean McKenzie is. And Jean, it looks like you are at a protest, at a rally. What is happening where you are?
Yes, this is now the 7th week that teachers here in Seoul have been protesting. Well, actually across South Korea, they've been coming here to protest every single weekend, and it has culminated today in this national strike of teachers. At the weekend, we saw 100,000 teachers take to the streets, and this all started with the death of a young teacher, a 23-year-old, back in July. Now, the young teacher died by suicide, and it emerged after her death that she had been suffering with pressure from work, but that she had also been dealing with complaints from parents. And what this did here has opened this Pandora's box, really, where teachers all across the country have started sharing their own stories about how they are frequently harassed by teachers here who call them all hours of the day on their mobile phones and at weekends, complaining. Essentially, they say that these are overbearing parents who are just completely fixated on their children's success at school. And, you know, look, some of these complaints are serious that teachers are having to deal with. The teachers say that they can be accused of child abuse if they try to restrain violent children or if they try to send children out of the class, and they can be accused of emotional abuse if they just tell children off. So they say that it's reached the point where they don't even feel safe to teach or discipline their children.
You just mentioned there that there have been a number of these rallies taking place. This is a larger one. Is there any sign that these teachers are being listened to? The government, schools are listening to them?
The government is listening, and it has said, look, we hear your cries. They have actually announced a whole range of new measures to try and protect teachers better. They brought in new guidelines just a couple of days ago, which should, in theory, give teachers more control to discipline their students. But the teachers here, they want a more systemic reform. They want the government to look at this Child Welfare Act here, which they say parents are exploiting in order to get rid of teachers they don't like. This is the act which says that teachers who are accused of child abuse can be removed from their post. But this taps into a much deeper societal issue here. South Korea is a hyper-competitive society, and so much here hinges on academic success. So the parents here feel this enormous pressure that their children have to do well at school. And that pressure, of course, filters down to the children, and clearly we're learning to the teachers as well. And so there are many here who say that this isn't just about fixing this problem in classrooms, that people really here, the government and the policymakers, should be looking at reforming Korea's entire approach to education.
Jean McKenzie in Seoul with that update for us.
까불고 있어.